What it is, guys, it's your Dino. We're back again with another review, so let's just get straight into it. This one is for a game called BlackWind. BlackWind is a shooter video game, indie fighting adventure story-driven game. It is an adventure rather than an arena fight game, but it's kind of weird. It's made by Drakkar Dev and it uses the Unity engine. Published by Blowfish Studios and Gamera Game. It's available on PlayStation 4, Xbox, PC, Switch. It's on everything basically. It's even going to be on the Mac App Store soon, apparently. So it's available on everything. You can pick it up now on most platforms as far as I'm aware. But it's a weird game, don't get me wrong. It was fun to play and I enjoyed playing it. I like the customizability of the upgrade paths for the character, for the little suit thing, and the story is nice to play and it's fun. The accessibility on the game isn't great, okay? I'm gonna be honest. That is a big con for me personally. It doesn't have the greatest of customizability for people with disabilities. It has the bare minimum at most. And don't get me wrong, I did struggle a little bit because of having a bad tick day sometimes playing the game. I did struggle with that, but it is a fun game. A bit clunky, and it can be a bit jank at times when it's trying to mantle through the world and make movement through the world. It's not bad. The visuals are great. The gameplay is solid, but it's still a little bit clunky in certain places. But I'm sure that they can fix that with updates and patches to make it feel a bit smoother and do some quality of life stuff. Hopefully, I'm not a dev. I don't know. I'm just making a educated guess based on my experiences of over the years of playing games. I do like the customizability of the robot thing that you're in. You can do different like builds. You could focus more on the shooting side or more on the melee side, and then you have the skins that you can acquire as you go through the game. You'll find items and you'll unlock different skins for the little suit. You can have it like in desert camo and like all red and all these different like stealth skins and stuff like that. They look really cool, but they're just purely cosmetic and it's fun to collect them. Overall, the game has received a very bad review from Screen Rant, GOG, and Metacritic. As far as I'm aware, as of recording this, those are the only three major outlets that have reviewed it. It's received a 52% on Metacritic. It's received a 3.7 out of 5 from GOG and a 2 out of 5 from Screen Rant. Now, personally, I had fun with it. It is fun to play, but I did struggle because of my disability. I was having to play with such a weird holding of the controller, so I didn't throw it because of my tics, and I didn't want to break a 60-pound controller, so it was a case of I was having to play with it on my desk a lot, which did make some of the button movements a little bit difficult. I would love to see in a future update them to improve the accessibility for people with disabilities, making it able to have the controller be set to be customizable instead of it giving it preset. You can overplay in either default button config 1 or 2. You know, that stuff is something that is key. Having the ability to customize that helps me a lot, makes it able for me to play a game in that way a lot easier. So that's just my personal con for the game, but overall I think that they've done a really good job in creating a unique little indie dev based game that has a unique design. The story is fun to play and it is immersive. I did enjoy the 10 plus hours I put into the game to try and collect everything. I did notice a few little graphical glitches along the way and some issues. I was playing this on the PlayStation 5 because that's the code they gave me for, and I did have a friend who had this on the Steam version, and he let me have a go with his one so I could see what its accessibility is with the controllers. It took the Xbox controller, it took the PlayStation 4 and 5 controller, and the Nintendo Switch controller, no problem. So if you're playing it on PC, you're better off with the accessibilities that you can get from it because it's baked into Steam and not the game, so you do have that going for you. But on consoles, if your consoles doesn't support customizable controllers like the Xbox does at the moment with the PlayStation 5, you're kind of up poop creek with that one. You have to make do, and I feel like it is a good game, but there are things that the devs can improve. And given the fact that this is a small indie dev game, I believe that they have the passion to improve it and make it better. So overall, if you are an able-bodied person, definitely worth picking up. If you are a streamer or a content creator, I feel like this is probably going to be a game that you could do a stream on. If you're a speedrunner, you could probably speedrun this or do a no-hit run or something like that. You could make challenges up for the game, do melee only or do shooting only and stuff like that. You'd have a lot of fun with it. But if you have played this game, let me know. Sound off in the comments. I'd love to have conversations with you guys. Remember, as of recording this, it was prior to the release of the game, and they may have made improvements after the release that I may not be aware of when this is recorded. But this is my experiences from what I had at the time when I was playing it. I do like the animations are very nice and they're very smooth. But again, there is that thing that bugs me about a lack of customizability on certain platforms. That's not the game's fault. That is the fact that there aren't third-party controller supports for the PlayStation 5. There is a third-party controller that you can use with paddles and stuff like that. However, taking everything into account, it is a solid game. It's lots of fun to play. I do feel that it is a little bit lacking in certain areas. It does feel a little bit clunky, but again, as of playing it, I feel like that is something that the devs can improve and make better. I do feel that there is the opportunity for this game to be a good little successful story game that could tide you over before a bigger release. So would I recommend the game? Yeah, if you can pick it up on sale, or if you're looking for something cheap that you're not really wanting to throw a lot of money on, yeah, you could get a good 10-15 hours worth of gameplay out of this. If you're an achievement hunter or a trophy hunter, you could have a lot of fun collecting trophies. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, be safe, and I will see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.